Boating season is getting kicked off in Arkansas. We have 8 tips that we'd like to recommend to keep your summer as safe as we can with the boating in Arkansas. First, we recommend that you guys get a boating ed class. You can take a boater's ed course. One example is the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, but there are several other entities that offer that. We'd like to get started with using a PFD. Luke?
All right. We're in a PFD, or personal flotation device, is the most important thing in boating. Approximately 88% of boating deaths are due to people not wearing their PFD. This is a Type 1 PFD. It's good for rough water, and it keeps your head out of the water in case you go unconscious. This is a Type 2 PFD right here. This one may not turn you up where your face is up in case you go up unconscious. This is a Type 2, good for canoeing or water sports. And this Type 3 is also good for water sports, if you're going fishing or skiing perhaps, or canoeing. This is a Type 4 throwable device, and it's good for if you have a distressed swimmer. You can toss this out to them and they can grab onto this and stay afloat. It shouldn't be used as a substitute for any of the other types of PFDs that you strap on. This is a Type 5 PFD. It's an inflatable PFD, and a lot of these will inflate when you enter the water. This one has a CO2 cartridge, and it'll inflate. You just wear it around your waist and it inflates, and that's Type 5.
Many waterways are marked with navigational markers. We've got red and green. The red ones are marked in even numbers, and the green are marked with odd numbers. So always remember, if you're going upstream, you're going to have the red markers on your right when you're returning upstream. Red, right, returning.
Arkansas law prohibits boating while intoxicated. You can't drive a car while being intoxicated, so you shouldn't drive a boat while you're intoxicated either. About 1/3 of all the boating accidents in the nation are due to drinking alcohol while boating, and it's just never a safe thing to do. It impairs your vision, it impairs your coordination, your ability to make good judgment. So don't drink alcohol while you're boating.
If you're going to be boating at night, you got to make sure you've got appropriate navigational lighting. We've got an anchor light here on the back of the boat, and I'm holding the lights that go on the front of the boat. If you're going to be on the, if you see a boat from the port side, it's going to be red. The port side is the left side if you're facing the same direction as the boat. You've got a green light on the starboard side if you're facing the same direction as the boat. This way you know what direction the boat's going anytime at night.
Arkansas has some of the cleanest waterways in the nation as far as the lakes and rivers are concerned, and we want to keep them that way by not throwing our trash into the water. Trash can injure wildlife, injure swimmers or skiers, and also as far as trash is concerned, don't take any glass bottles in your watercraft. If the glass is broken, it can injure someone, and it's just not a good idea to take glass containers while you're boating. One other thing is if you have a restroom on your boat, you need to make sure you dispose of that waste properly, and there are waste disposal stations at docks on the Arkansas rivers and lakes.
To ensure your boat's going to handle properly, you need to make sure you've got the weight distributed properly, and you don't have too much weight in it. A lot of times people will add ballast to the boat to make a wake higher. Sometimes that can be dangerous, so make sure that you don't overload your boat. There's a capacity plate on all boats that'll tell you the number of people that you can have. It'll also tell you what your gross weight is. Make sure you don't exceed that so that your boat has a proper flotation. Anytime you're towing a skier or a wakeboarder, or kneeboarder, barefoot or something like that, you've got to make sure you have an observer. That's an additional person in the boat to see the skier in case they fall, so that the driver knows to go back and get them so they're not hanging out in the water too long. If you're on a personal watercraft, you've got to have 2 people on the personal watercraft. You've got to have a driver and you need to have an observer and room for a third person, you know, the skier, in case they fall, they need to get on the craft. If you've got a wide convex mirror like this one, this is a substitute for an observer, but only on a ski type vessel with this type of mirror. So those are our 8 safety tips for the waterways this summer. You guys have fun.
To learn more, contact your county extension agent and follow the links in this section.